If you've been looking for how to build your confidence instantly, this is going to be the best video you've seen. In this video, I'm going to go over 15 ways for you to instantly be more confident so that by the end of this video, you will not only feel more confident, but you'll also have some of the tools that you need to reach God level confidence. And the last two habits are by far the most important, so make sure that you do not skip them. So let's get into it. First, and arguably one of the most important because it's the foundation for everything, stop caring. When you become detached from what people think of you, you become the most confident and you will feel the most free. And it's kind of counterintuitive, but the more you're concerned with your confidence, the less confident you will come off. And the less you're concerned about what other people are thinking of you, about your confidence levels, the more confident you will appear. For example, let's say that I was going to insult you and I was like, look, dude, I hate that blue hair that you have. Now I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say that you probably don't have blue hair. And so you're probably sitting here thinking, well, I don't even have blue hair, so why would I care about that insult? And it's the same thing when you become detached from what people think of you, what people are saying about you. It's that same feeling of, why would I even care? It doesn't even affect you at all. Nothing that people have to say or think about you carries the same weight as it did before when you become detached from what people think. Now, not caring is just the tip of the iceberg. You have to believe that you are entitled to success. Most people do not think very highly of themselves. In fact, it's socially unacceptable to think highly of yourself. People will think you're bragging or they'll think you're arrogant, and they'll say things like, oh, well, what makes you better than me? Why do you think that you get to succeed and I don't? Dude, I didn't even say that, but you obviously think that if me thinking highly of myself makes you that insecure. But like we talked about not caring, who cares what they think anyways? And once you get this down and you actually get comfortable with believing that you're entitled to success, everything will change for you. Believing that you're entitled to success will make you different. The way that you walk, talk, carry yourself, it is all going to change. And one of the most important things that will change is the way that you think about yourself, which ultimately is what matters the most. Confident people a lot of the time just have something about them, right? They make you feel good about yourself. It's this energy and life coming off of them because they live with passion, purpose, and self-belief. And because you're entitled to success, you won't be afraid to go after it and claim it with confidence either. Now, while believing that you're entitled to success is great and very important, it won't get you anywhere if you don't back up that belief with hard work. See, here's the thing, confidence boosts can be made instantly, but they are only temporary. You watch a motivational video, think that you're entitled to success, the list goes on. There are many things you can do, but you don't want temporary. You want deep, long-lasting, ultimate, unstoppable confidence. And this can only be done through hard work. When you start to believe that you are entitled to success, you will see things differently. The way you view the world will change. You'll see more opportunities and more possibilities that you didn't even know were there before. And then once you start to see those and recognize them for what they are, you get to work. Have you ever seen a super confident but lazy person? Not really, because that's a combination for arrogance. Arrogant people are confident in themselves and have a bunch of self-belief for absolutely no reason, and they do nothing to back it up. We don't like arrogance. But if you work hard to build something and build up yourself, and you back up that mental belief that you are entitled to success, and you turn that belief into hard evidence through hard work to show and prove that you are someone worthy of success, then that is a level that can never be taken away from you. And this builds long-lasting, bulletproof confidence because you become undeniable. But just having this internal feeling is not enough. How do you turn that outwards? You have to dominate your space. Again, the most important thing is how you think about yourself, and this translates and shows externally. So when you walk into a room, walk in like a king because you believe that you are. No big, bold gestures and comments, no announcing yourself, being arrogant, making a big scene. You simply walk in with your head held high, your shoulders back, and you walk with certainty because you know that you're the man, and that is all that matters. You own the space around you and you don't need anyone else's approval, and this alone will make you stand out. I personally have had many occasions where I walk in somewhere and someone that kind of knows me will just joke around and be like, oh, look at this guy walking in like he owns the place. And I'm just like, yeah, pretty much. But here's the thing, I don't do anything. I don't say anything. It's just in the way that you're carrying yourself. But simply walking in and owning your space still isn't enough. You need to be fearless. How could you possibly expect to own a space if you're afraid of talking to people? How could you say that you are entitled to success if you are constantly afraid and never take action, and you're afraid of taking risks and taking chances? Even if you're afraid, the inner strength that you need to reach the level of confidence that you want requires that you overcome fear. And this is something that sets you apart. Fear is the single biggest crippling factor to most people. Now, everybody's got a different fear. Fear of failure, fear of success even, fear of rejection, fear of whatever it may be. There are tons of fears, and they cause people to not go after the things that they want. Whatever fear you have, if you can overcome it, this will put you light years ahead of everyone else in every way. This alone will increase your confidence levels 100 times. Now, I want you to ask yourself really quickly, if you could leave this video having no fear of accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish, what would you do? What would you be doing? And taking that frame of mind of what would I do if I had no fear of failure? If I knew that I could not fail, if I knew that I would win, how would I act? What actions would I take? What risks would I take? These are the things that you need to be doing, and doing them with that mindset that you are entitled to success. Living with that frame of mind will give you a huge confidence boost. But sometimes, even if you do all of these things correctly, you might piss some other people off, which is why you have to live with no apologies. Remember how I said that not caring is the foundation? Well, you, just like most people, probably have a bad habit of apologizing when you don't need to. Stop apologizing. You don't need to be sorry just for existing. You only apologize when you are in the wrong, not simply for saying no. It's okay to say no to people. When you stop apologizing for existing, for asking somebody for something, for saying no, you will be able to move and speak with so much more confidence and freedom, because you know that you're worth something, and your speech does not negate that fact. So your speech and your mind and your body and the way that you act are all in alignment. But living without apologies still isn't enough. You have to also live with no regrets. You should not regret the past. You only need to learn from it. It's a reality that we all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect, regardless of how much people would like you to think that they are. And confident people do not dwell on the past, regretting the things that they did or the decisions that they made. So in each moment throughout the day, ask yourself, if you're tired, exhausted, just feeling lazy, will I regret not doing this because I was tired? Maybe you're feeling tired at the end of the day, you get home, your kids want to play with you, and you're just exhausted. Are you going to feel bad later in the day? Ask yourself, will I regret not playing with my kids just because I was a little bit tired right now? You need to live without regret. So if you're not going to play with them, if you're going to make that decision, own it. Otherwise, you probably need to play with them for a little while. You need to be able to go to bed at night without any regrets, not leaving anything on the table. But it's not just about the things that you do, it's also about the things that you say, which is why you need to speak with certainty. Words matter a lot, and the words that you choose to speak with tell other people, as well as your subconscious mind, who you are. They show your true intent and your character a lot more than you might think that they do. And this is a huge problem with a lot of people. They speak without any certainty or self-confidence in their words. And why would you? Why would you be confident in your words if you don't even believe what you say? So instead of saying things like, I think I'll do that, or I'll try to do that, say, I will do it. You speak with certainty, and the confidence that you'll actually follow through on the things that you said becomes much higher. And the reason for this is that on a psychological level, we want to follow through and live in alignment with the way that we see ourselves. So if we say, I will do something, it's gonna get done, we are much more likely to do it because we want to live in alignment with the things that we say about ourselves. But you can't be in alignment with yourself if you don't have something to align to, if you don't have a North Star or a code to live by, which is why you need to live by a code. Most people these days don't have a code. Think about ancient times with knights, warriors. They had a code of honor, a code that they lived by, something that they could stick to. Of course, nobody's gonna be perfect, but I think you get the idea. You need a code that tells you if you're pointing in the right direction and if you're acting in alignment with your own values. Having this code and sort of North Star for yourself will help you know if you're living in alignment with your own belief systems and your own values. And once you have a code and and you have your own beliefs and values and you start living in alignment with them, you will feel a huge, I cannot underestimate this, a huge boost in your confidence, because you'll start living in a way that you deem valuable and you deem important. Now, like I said before, nobody's perfect. So even if you have a code, it may be difficult for you to follow through, especially at first, if you don't have discipline. You cannot rely on motivation and temporary bursts of energy to follow through on things for a long period of time. But if you become a disciplined person at things, you will build mental confidence because you know that you're the type of person that can accomplish things that you put your mind to, and you can do hard things for a long period of time. Anything that you put your mind to can be accomplished through effort, time, and discipline, because you can continue through the difficulty. Luckily, one of the fastest ways to develop discipline is also something that builds confidence, and that is fitness. It is well known that fitness, working out, getting strong is one of the best ways to develop the discipline and mindset that you need for success. You demonstrate to yourself very clearly the effects of hard work and discipline, as well as doing something difficult and feeling better and stronger. It gives you more energy, and as you start to look better and like how you look more, it increases your confidence even further. And I'm not saying that you need to become a bodybuilder or even in like super good shape, but the chemical processes in our brains that happen when we exercise, when we get out, when we start feeling good and we push ourselves through exercise, it makes you feel overall better, physically and mentally. And like I've said before, your mindset is the most important part of this, which is why even though you may get in shape, you also need to dress well. The better you dress, the better you feel, the better you feel, the better you perform. It's that simple. By dressing better, it makes you feel better about yourself, which in turn will make you perform better. Again, it's all a mental game. So if you can walk into a room knowing that you look good, not just physically and you feel good, but the way that you're dressed is presenting and portraying the persona that you want, that you like, and that makes you feel good about yourself, you will exude that kingly confidence that we talked about earlier. Now, we talked a lot about some of the things that you can do to build internal confidence, but what about skills? You have to master a skill. Confidence comes from competence. And so if you want to feel confident at something specific, you need to work at it and develop that skill. If you can master a specific skill or topic to the point that you could enter any conversation with anyone about that topic or skill and do that with ease, feeling confident and capable, knowing that you are the master of that subject, it will boost your confidence because you feel confident and competent in that specific thing. Of course, you can't master everything, which is why you also need to surround yourself with winners. We all know that you become the average of the people that you spend the most time with. So if you spend time with losers, you will not feel confident. And any confidence that you try to gain, they will steal from you. They will suck the life out of you and pull you back down. But if you can get around winners and other confident people, you will feel so much better because winners and confident people lift each other up, build each other's confidence, and will make you feel much better about yourself. The energy and the confidence around all of you will only continue to grow more and more. Who you hang out with and who you spend time with matters a lot. And once you realize this and start curating your friend group and your environment to build your confidence and help you feel like a winner, things will change for you massively. But no matter what you do, you will not get anywhere big if you don't implement this last one. Take risks. Nothing will build your confidence more and faster than when you take a big risk, bet on yourself, believe in yourself, work hard, and then win. And this is the kind of thing that it may take time, it might not come right away, and it might not even come for a long time. But when it does, you will know that you are that guy. You took a risk, you bet on yourself, and you came out on top. The mental edge that you will get from that cannot be understated. And this had to be the last one because it requires a certain level of self-belief, self-confidence, a winner's circle you're around, or something like that to help you take the leap and take the risk. But this is absolutely something that you can do, and it might just change your life forever. I honestly hope that you do decide to make some of the changes to build your confidence and to live your life with more freedom. And now that you know these 15 things, you need to know the 8 habits of successful people, which is exactly why I made this next video for you. I'll see you over there.